Hello everyone! Welcome to episode 3 of Bytor, A Skyrim Life Lived. If you're new to the series, this is an immersive role-playing experience with the Skyrim Special Edition on PC, running lots of mods, lots of graphics mods, plus survivalist mods that make it so that I have to eat, sleep, drink, and not freeze, otherwise I'll die. I'm also playing on expert difficulty, and I'm playing an Iron Man game, where if I die, the video series will be over. But more interestingly than that, we are role-playing, and we are role-playing everything in this game, right down to how fast the character moves through the game world, which means there's a lot of long walking speed travel segments, which I do provide links for at the bottom if you want to skip them. But that's the video series in a nutshell. And right now we just woke up from our night in Riverwood at the local inn. We just got back into town after going to Whiterun and accepting a quest from the Jarl of Whiterun to bring back the Dragonstone from Bleak Falls Barrow.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
We were told that the citizens of Riverwood might know more about Bleak Falls Barrow and how to get there, so we will definitely ask around about that. Bytor also wants to get a better weapon before he goes on this quest. Bytor has a preference for two-handed greatswords, so he's going to see if he can get his hands on a greatsword. First thing we're going to do is stop by the blacksmith and check out prices.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Take a look.
Okay, so obviously I can't afford any of this stuff. I only have 9 gold. This is all way out of my price range. But if I can earn some money, then I can come back and buy the raw materials to craft some of the gear I need. Most importantly, I think, a good weapon.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Bytor made friends with Hod and Gerder a couple days ago when he was in Riverwood, and Hod offered him work at the lumber mill here, splitting logs, basically, with an axe. So he is going to go do that, but first we've got to find an axe. And there's Gerder hard at work.
Hello, friend. Until next time.
Okay, there's our axe. So now we're going to go do exactly what Gerder was just doing and chop some wood. Okay, and this is going to be a long segment where I chop a whole lot of wood, and I will put a link down in the description that you can use to skip this part. Meanwhile, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about Bytor a little bit more. Bytor was 10 years old when he was orphaned. He had lived all his life up to that point in the Skyrim countryside with his mother and father. They were both killed in front of him. he was sent to live with his uncle in Cyrodiil, his only remaining kin. However, his uncle abused him and turned him to a life of crime in the streets of Cyrodiil. His uncle forced him to steal. At some point, his uncle had a run-in with the local thieves guild, the Dark Brotherhood, or any number of other criminal organizations. Bytor wasn't exactly sure. But, whatever the case, he watched as his uncle's throat was slit in front of him. And then his killers, for some reason, turned to him and showed him mercy for the second time in his life. And those killers told him to run and never look back and never come back to Cyrodiil. So Bytor went on the run. He spent his teenage years traveling from town to town, stealing what he could, and trying to evade the authorities, having various escapades with local peasant girls. At some point he befriended a blacksmith. He befriended this blacksmith who apprenticed him, and Bytor found that he was really drawn to blacksmithing. Bytor apprenticed under the blacksmith for 2 years, and when he was 18, something else happened that dramatically altered the course of his life. But we'll get to that in another episode. Right now, I believe we're about done chopping firewood. Alright, let's get paid for all our hard work.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. Honest gold for honest work. Right. See you round.
Well, 120 bronze septums, so that's not going to be enough, of course, to buy a sword, but it should be enough to buy enough iron and leather to make a sword.
Whatever you need. Buy, blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay, let's see what we can do
Until
with all
next time.
this.
You looking for a new blade?
Alright, we've got our iron greatsword now, and it has been sharpened and honed. Let's check it out real quick.
Iron and steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves. Hey, watch it!
doesn't like that. Okay, I can put it away. Alright. Now we can sell our old weapons to him. We don't need those anymore.
You the sneaky type?
Recover a little bit of money off
Protect
those.
yourself or deal some damage. Until next time.
Awesome. Now we have a little bit of gold left, and we are hungry, so let's go back to the inn, get some food, sate our hunger. We'll stock up on food and water at the inn.
What are you staring at?
You're that visitor been poking around.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
The corn stores are getting low again, Orgnar.
Yep.
And you'll take care of it?
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
Well, there's something to be said for honesty, I suppose.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Take a look.
I don't really have that much gold, is the problem. So I need to try and get the stuff that's going to be the most cost effective. Should I get the meat or the meat pie? Or both? 6 gold left. Use salt piles to cook. Okay, now we're broke.
All right, then.
Okay, we don't have much water either.
Draugr, nobody's gonna believe that your dog is a frostbite spider. And if they do, they'll kill him. That's not much of a prank.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do?
How about we play tag? You're it.
Hey, no fair! Get her stumped!
Woman, you'll be the death of me yet. Fine, take your time. Just die of thirst in the heat of this foliage.
Haven't been in here yet. This is the Riverwood trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Okay, so now we've picked up another quest for Bleak Falls Barrow, and she's going to show me the best way to get there.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
If you recall from episode 2, towards the end of the episode, we met a bard and an elf in this inn here in Riverwood, who were both vying for the affections of this woman.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
So the elf asked me to deliver to her a forged letter that would cause her to hate the bard. And so I took that letter to the bard and showed it to him, and he decided to do the same thing back to the elf. He wrote a forged letter and told me to deliver it to her. So they both asked me to lie to her, and this presents an interesting conundrum, an interesting choice for Bytor. We're going to make that choice and then explain it.
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up. From Feindal? That's strange. He's never written to me before. What is this? Is this what he really thinks about me? Well, you can tell that long-eared ass not to come around the store anymore. He's not welcome. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
We took the bard's side, and we stabbed the elf in the back. Bytor's not even the least bit remorseful about it, because he hates elves. Appears the fog has lifted. It's a beautiful day in Skyrim. Before we venture too far up the mountain, I am going to take some opportunity here to chop some wood, because we might need it later for a fire. sword is very nice. One hit, one kill. Okay, I need to see if I can collect my arrow. Those things are not cheap. Where did that steel arrow go? There it is. You can see Riverwood down below. We are headed to that watchtower in the distance. Looks like these bandits up here might try to block me. Yeah, they're not gonna let me through the pass. It looks like we're gonna have to fight. Have a manly fight with swords. Stand aside, bandits. I intend to journey up the mountainside.
By Eastmere, you won't leave here alive!
Go ahead. Fight back. Picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Not so fast.
Okay, Bytor is freezing, so we need to get down in cover and start a fire. But first we're going to very quickly try to loot anything that's up here. Okay, this is pretty good cover here. It's the best I think this building is going to afford us, so we're going to build a little fire right in the middle of this room. Okay, this should heat us up pretty well, as long as we just stay next to it. So it comes with this whole skill and perk system that you can access through the fireplace. And that's what this is all about. Just looking at it. We are warm, and we have warm clothes now, so we are going to put out this campfire, reclaim any unspent fuel, and continue on our journey up the mountain.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Bytor is freezing again, so we need to hurry up, finish our looting, and go inside.
What if Arvel doesn't come back? I want my share from that clone.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
Sounds like these are the bandits that stole the golden claw. Before I engage, I'm going to swap out my longbow for this hunting bow that I picked up, which is just slightly better.
Time to end this. Okay.
Damn you!
Warm up by this campfire while we loot. Typically I'm saving the books to read at the end of the episodes, and the fact that I didn't this time was just a mistake on my part. But you can slow these down and read them if you want to, or you can just skip them. In previous episodes, Bytor doesn't like magic, he doesn't like magic stuff, and he especially doesn't like soul gems.
Away from me! Thanks. Get it away from me! Get it away! Don't let it get me! Help!
First proper boss fight, and we won. We didn't die. The video series continues on. We used almost all of our healing potions, though.
Get me out of here! Don't leave!
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first. It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
This guy's such a jerk. I can't chase him down. I have to take out my bow. Oh, snap. This is a bad situation. So I guess I'm carrying more than I can run with, and one of my rules in this playthrough is that I will not do that. I will only carry that which I can still run with if I need to. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a whole lot of point in having any kind of an inventory limit because I'm doing so much of this game at walking speed. Also, we're going to swap out our iron greatsword for this ancient Nord greatsword, which has just very slightly better damage. So obviously the golden claw is some kind of a key. And we are going to sidestep this obvious pressure plate that appears to be hooked up to this door of spikes. Looks very painful. This guy's a little bit tougher than a regular Draugr. Was freaking awesome. There's one guy left. Not doing well. Ha ha ha. Oh, that was great. Try and use these oil lantern things to set these guys on fire. Oh, where did you go? Oh shit. Oh damn, I just missed him. Been in here all night. It's now the morning of the next day. Very poorly, and I took a lot of damage, but I still have my level up, which will actually get me to full health. So here we see that the claw is a key and tells you how to align these circles. Strangely, Bytor seems to be able to read that word, but he doesn't yet understand it. We've established a few times that Bytor does not like enchanted items. However, this is based in a superstition, and his superstition does afford him some inconsistencies. In this case, he's going to take this weapon because it belonged to a enemy that he defeated in combat. And so the weapon he does not believe is cursed. He believes that he rightfully can claim that weapon. But as you'll see up here, the other magic items that he has the opportunity to loot does not take because they give him bad vibes. Okay, we recovered the dragon stone and found the exit. Now we need to get off this mountain and walk back to Riverwood. Wondering what this hut is out here in the middle of nowhere.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me.
I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. You'll think my tastes so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet? You've not heard of the gourmet? Author of Uncommon Taste? He is a wizard with a spatula. Well, not an actual wizard, but his recipes are legendary. You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now.
So actually, we have read Uncommon Taste. I didn't pay attention to the name of the author, but I guess we are familiar with the gourmet. There's a copy of Uncommon Taste at the general store in Whiterun. Actually, I wonder if this guy has any more dialogue options.
Yes? All right then.
Guess not. Onward to Riverwood. first thing I'm going to do is return this golden claw to the Riverwood trader. It's Faendal. Didn't think he was allowed in here anymore.
Lucan, we don't sell silver buckles, do we? One of the customers was asking.
No, dear sister, we do not.
Well, I was thinking we should. We could stock all kinds of specialty items. You know, cater to some of our more eclectic customers.
Camilla, really? You don't have better things to do? Because I can certainly find quite a few tasks.
Of course, Lucan, of course. I was just... well, never mind.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
400 bronze septums, not a bad reward. We actually have quite a bit of money now.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
So we're going to take this opportunity to clean out our inventory a little bit, sell some of the stuff that we picked up in that dungeon, and maybe buy some things.
Take a look.
Since we have the money, we're going to go ahead and buy this tent.
All right, then.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. Of course.
like you've been doing, and you could be the greatest blacksmith Skyrim has ever seen.
Thanks, Papa.
Whatever you need. Take a look.
I'm going to sell this ancient Nord greatsword, partly for roleplay purposes. Bytor prefers the sword that he crafted. And this ancient Nord greatsword is a little heavy and isn't really any better.
Dorothy, dear, I've been growing some really lovely vegetables. Maybe tomorrow you could help me plant a new patch? What do you say?
Well, see, the thing is...
Dorothy, listen to me. Your father and your friend may treat you like a boy, but you're not. Do you understand? So please, be a girl. For me.
Just stop trying to change me, Mother. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm almost a woman. I can't be who I want to be.
Oh, no. Keep me out of this.
Dorothy. You're breaking your mother's heart, you know that? Ain't used to strangers here in Riverwood.
Papa says I'm too friendly with strangers. But you seem alright.
Yeah, the whole thing seemed kind of like a private conversation. Hey, the town drunk is bothering the guards.
But I'm thirsty now.
You're always thirsty. Just like you're always drunk. Now let me get back to my rounds.
What is it? Dragons?
Bytor's feeling charitable right now, having just accomplished his quest and looted a bunch of crap and gotten a bunch of gold. If this guy wants to get drunk, then let's help him out.
Got any ale or mead? Hello, friend.
Bytor is very fatigued. It's been a long couple of days, actually, without any proper sleep. So, back to the inn before we set back to Whiterun.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Take a look.
We got some money to spend. So we're gonna stock up on whatever food and alcohol this guy's got.
Out. She owns the place. She does what she wants. Inn's closed. Bar's still open, though. Feel free to sit and put your head down on the table for as long as you like. I won't bother you. Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there. Until next time.
So the innkeeper isn't around and the inn is closed. I can't rent a room. At least we got some food. opportunity to practice our alchemy too.
Of course. All right, then.
Suppose we're just waiting for the innkeeper to come back so I can rent a dang room. So, let's see. Oh, Faendal is here. But no innkeeper.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter.
Apparently he doesn't know that we double-crossed him.
We got rooms and food, drink too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Need a room? Talk to Delphine. All right then.
Well, still no innkeeper, so I guess let's go wander a bit. Take a walk. Look, it's Sven.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already... Now that's what I like to hear. Good work. I think you deserve some gold for my tips at the inn. Yeah, take care of yourself.
Hello, friend.
Okay, well, they both like me. Guess it's time for the townspeople to start getting their drink on.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Still no innkeeper. Rather than wait around all night for the innkeeper, who may not be around at all, I'm just gonna go out of town a ways and pitch my tent, camp on the side of the road. Looks like a nice clear area for a tent. Right around in here. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed episode 3. This one was pretty eventful, I think. This was my favorite so far. And so in episode 4 we are going to be journeying back to Whiterun to complete our Dragonstone quest. I hope you'll join me to find out what happens when Bytor wakes up.